One evening, she walked into the compound of an old widow, Mama Nkechi. The woman was roasting plantain on open fire, the sweet smell rising into the night air. Mama Asooka did not even greet. She bent, picked up two plantains, and bit into them noisily, while the old woman watched helplessly. You should thank me, Mama Asooka said with a grin, her teeth flashing in the firelight. I'm sparing you the trouble of eating alone. The widow said nothing. She simply bent her head. But in her heart, she prayed. She prayed that one day someone stronger would come, someone who would bring this storm to an end. And like smoke drifting ahead of fire, whispers began to spread. Surely someone will rise against her. Surely this woman will meet her match. But Mama Asuka laughed at the very idea. Me? Meet my match, she boasted loudly at the market square one morning. I am Mama Asuka. No man, no woman, no spirit can stand before me. Her words echoed in the ears of the villagers. Pride like that, they knew, never ended well. And though Mama Asuka could not see it, her downfall had already begun to march toward her, step by step, like a hunter tracking prey. One hot afternoon, Mama Asuka decided to go to the riverside. She tied her wrapper tightly around her waist and walked through the bush path, swinging her arms like a soldier. The villagers she passed whispered and quickly moved out of her way. She was not going to fetch water like the other women. Number. Mama Asuka was going to ease herself in the open, as she always did. When she reached the riverside, she looked around once and, satisfied that no one was near, squatted by the bank. But pride and carelessness often walk together, and as she shifted, her foot slipped on the slippery mud on the bank of the river. Before she knew it, her heavy body rolled forward, and with a loud splash, Mama Asuka fell into the river. The current pulled her in like a greedy hand. She thrashed wildly, beating the water with her powerful arms, but pride does not know how to swim. The more she struggled, the deeper she went. Just as her head dipped under, a strong hand grabbed her wrist. In one swift pull, she was dragged toward the bank. A man she had never seen before hauled her out of the water as though she were no heavier than a goat. Mama Asuka lay coughing, water spilling from her mouth, her wrapper loose around her waist. For a moment she felt weak, like a child. The man stood over her, his eyes sharp but calm. His voice was deep, steady, like a drumbeat. Woman, he said, your pride will one day drown you completely. The river only gave you a warning today. Change your ways before it is too late. Mama Asuka froze. Nobody had ever spoken to her like that before, not even the elders. She sat up slowly, staring at him, and then her pride returned like fire in dry grass. Who are you to warn me? She barked, her voice rising. Do you know who I am? I am Mama Asuka. No water, no man, no spirit can finish me. Before the man could answer, she jumped to her feet, stepped forward, and gave him a hard knock on his head. The man staggered slightly but did not fall. He only looked at her. Mama Asuka tightened her wrapper, spat into the river, and stomped away without even a word of thanks. But as she disappeared into the path, the man's voice floated after her, calm and certain. Mama Asuka, your day is coming. You will meet your match. She laughed loudly, her voice echoing through the forest. My match? Ha! Let him come. I will break him like a broomstick. One afternoon, she walked into the market with her heavy steps, her broad shoulders swinging, her eyes searching for whom to trouble. The traders exchanged worried glances. Many had not sold much since morning, yet they knew Mama Asuka would not leave without causing havoc. Her eyes landed on a small food seller at the edge of the market. Mama Eber, the woman, had just set up a clay stove with a small pot of soup simmering weakly, the steam rising in thin curls. Her face already showed the struggle of the day. She had not sold even a morsel since the morning sun. Mama Asuka marched toward her, hands on her waist. You there? She barked, her voice loud enough to scatter the nearby chickens. Do you know you are sitting on land that belongs to my late mother? The market froze. Heads turned. Everyone knew Mama Asuka's mother had died many years ago, and nobody had ever spoken of her owning any piece of land in the market. But who would dare to challenge Mama Asuka? Mama Ebre's hands trembled as she looked up. Please, Mama Asuka, she said softly, her voice almost breaking. I have not sold anything since morning. The sun is hot, and people are not buying. I beg you, let me stay. I have no money to give you. Her pleading only angered Mama Asuka more. Eh? You think Mama Asuka will return home empty handed? If you will not give me, then I will take it myself. With that, she lunged toward the woman's bowl of coins. But as she rushed forward,